Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to the Q3FY22 Earnings Conference call of Satia Industries Limited. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode, and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during the conference call, please signal an operator by pressing star then zero on your touchtone phone. Please note that this conference is being recorded. I now hand the conference over to Mr. Rachit Nagpal, CFO. Thank you, and over to you, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon and welcome to all the participants, and thank you for your time and interest in Satia Industries Limited. Hope you had gone through our results, earning updates for quarter 3 and 9 months ended 31st December 2021. We have reported a tremendous growth in EBITDA margins by 122 BPS in the current quarter. Let me take through the financial performance of the company for quarter 3. The revenue from operation has increased by 51.68% in Q3 of financial year 22. For quarter 3, our EBITDA margin stood at 18.07%, showing a growth of 122 BPS compared to Q3 financial year 21, and our PAT margin stood at 13.38%, showing a whopping growth of 1080 BPS compared to Q3 financial year 21. On 9-month basis, our revenue from operations grew by 42.90% from rupees 4156 million in 9 months financial year 21 to 5939 million in 9 months financial year 22. Our EBITDA margins were reported at 11.97%, showing an extraordinary growth of 507 BPS. Volume grew from 84,849 metric ton in 9 months financial year 21 to 1,01,367 metric ton in 9 months financial year 22. Due to rise in demand of our premium products. We're pleased to announce that our company has successfully commissioned its paper machine PM4 from 7th Feb 2022 with an installed capacity of 1 lakh ton per annum. With commissioning of PM4, the total capacity of our company will be 700 ton per annum. Per day, 700 ton per day. Commencement of we have also started commercial production from cutlery machine having an installed capacity of 5 metric ton per day. However, some clearances are awaited from food safety test to start placing the product in the market. We have a strong order book of over 25,000 tons for 2 months for its existing capacity, and production from PM4 is also fully booked for the month of Feb. That's it from my side. Thank you. I request everyone to please come up with the questions if they have any. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We will now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question, you may press star and 1 on the touchtone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. The first question is from the line of Nitin, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Hi Rachit, thanks for the opportunity. Just to understand, is Chirag or any other member of the management also on the call?
Yes, Mr. Bhandari, our JMD, our Joint Managing Director is on call.
Okay. Mr. Bhandari, good afternoon and thanks for the opportunity. Since the company is somewhat new to many participants here on this call, could you please share some quick background and history of the company? How was the capacity ramped up over the last decade or so, which led to the sales growing from rupees 239 crore in FY12 to rupees 588 crore in FY21? How has been the capacity utilization over the last decade or so? How has it moved? Who are the suppliers of pulp to us, and who are our customers, and in which geographies? Thank you.
Does that answer your question, Mr. Nitin?
I didn't hear any response actually.
Yes, Bhandari sir is there. I think his voice is not coming. Let me check. Just give me a minute.
No problem.
Mr. Rachit, as of now, can you answer the question?
Yeah, that would be fine as well.
The person you are speaking with has put your call on hold.
Sorry to interrupt. Mr. Rachit, I've placed the call on hold. Please give us a moment.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for patiently holding. Mr. Rachit Nagpal, please go ahead.
Hello.
So we have a participant in the queue, Mr. Nitin, an individual investor.
Yes, just give me 1 minute. Bhandari sir is just joining. He will answer the question. Just give me.
In the meanwhile, Mr. Nitin, if you have any another question, you may please go ahead.
Yeah, so just to understand, Rachit, our EBITDA margin has improved sizably over the last 5 years or so, growing from around 12.3% in FY16 to 23% in FY21.
Yes.
I'm trying to understand, is this an account of, operating leverage in general, in terms of higher utilization of capacity, or is it a better product mix or better rates?
Yeah, there are a few reasons for that. Firstly, the sale realization has increased over the last 5 years. Secondly, we have majorly gone for cost reduction measures, like we have our own power plant. We have a total installed capacity of 41 megawatts. We have all captive consumption. So the capacity will increase in the last 5 years. Initially, we have 5-ton capacity power plant. Then we installed 12.5 megawatt plant in 2013. Then another 11 megawatt was installed in 2017. So yes, this helps us in improving the margins. So if we bought electricity from TSPCL, so that is around 7 rupees per unit. Now we are using it at 2 rupees per unit. So this is the main contribution.
All right, but your gross margins have improved only slightly. So what you're saying definitely makes sense. So other overheads have been controlled, which led to the expansion of the EBITDA margin. Rachit, could you tell us about income from renewable energy credits, RECs?
Yes. We have in this quarter we have received 8 crores from renewable energy sources. So,
Nitinji, I am on the line. Sorry, my line got disconnected. Yeah, actually we had an inventory of 80,000 plus RECs which got collected with us because there wasn't any trading on the exchange for almost more than a year. So once it opened, so we sold the total inventory. So that major figure of 8 crore and some sale for VR also, 1.5 crore, because we had some VR inventory, VCS also available with us. So these are the two income which is there reflecting in other income, 10 crore, yeah.
Okay, thanks, Mr. Bhandari. Just to reiterate, recapture my question that I asked initially. Could you please give us some quick background and history of the company? How was the capacity ramped up over the last decade or so?
Yeah. Company actually was started in 84 with almost 10-15 ton per day on waste paper. Then 1986-87 we went to virgin pulp, agro-based. And in 1989 we did put up second machine of similar capacity, 10-15 ton per day. And then third machine in 1998 was put up with a capacity of 60 ton. But all these machines of 15 ton and 60 ton, with the development and with latest addition in technology, all machines were technologically upgraded, and the speed was increased from initial speed of 150 meter per minute to almost 600-700 meter per minute, which resulted into PM1, which was just 15 ton per day, now making more than 120-130 ton per day. PM2 again making 120 ton per day, and PM3 on heavy GSM paper making almost 200 ton plus paper. So we have almost average finished production of 370-380 ton and machine production of 400 ton plus as on date. And the fourth machine, as we announced recently, that was started in February only with a capacity of 300 ton, and in the last almost 7-8 days that we have spent, we have already made more than 1200 ton paper on that. We have reached almost 60% capacity on that machine. So some whatever hiccups are coming in between, we are rectifying those also. But definitely, as we announced earlier, we may be giving additional number of 10,000 ton from the new capacity in this year also. So this is as far as paper machine capacity is concerned, 400 old capacity, 300 ton, plus a new capacity, which will be 100% capacity utilization for the new expansion will also come in the next year. So old capacity number 130,000 plus we expect in the next year, and 1 lakh from the new machine. So total tonnage should be anywhere around 2.3 lakh plus, which should give us at present price realization almost a top line of 1500 crore plus. And to feed pulp to these 4 machines, we are backwardly integrated. We have 200 ton agro-based pulping capacity at the moment, where we are using wheat straw only mainly. And we have 120 to 130 ton wood-based in-house pulping capacity. And third is we have now put up in the new expansion plan 150 ton de-inking plant also. So while these are the operational capacities which we are where we are making pulp in-house only, we are buying hardwood and softwood from abroad also, from Chile and Canada or US or wherever we can source economically and as per our quality requirement. So that 50-60 ton pulp is also bought from the outside. So, and going into the expansion part of it, we are now planning to increase the pulping capacity of agro from 200 to 250 ton plus within next 3 to 5 months with in-house modifications only. And agro pulp we are, wood pulp we are taking that capacity to 300 ton plus within next 6 months. So once that upgradation is done, we may not need much of waste paper pulp, which we are using presently. So our dependence on waste paper and imported pulp may reduce, because that capacity of 550 ton is good enough to make 600 ton plus paper per day. So that is how the pulping is planned. And then power, he has already told you that we have presently almost 100% cogen power. We don't buy anything from outside against board rate of 8 rupee per unit. We produce at 2.5 rupee a unit. and then soda recovery, whatever caustic that we are using presently, almost 150 ton. So we recover 95% caustic from the effluent itself, which is a very big quantity. If we look at the present day caustic rate, it is over 50,000 rupee a ton. And once we are able to recover almost 120, 130 ton per day, the cost, you can see that the total value of the caustic that we recover is very, very high. It is almost 68 lakhs per day. So you can imagine that almost 20 crore every year. Earlier the caustic price was just 30,000 rupees, and the mills which do not have soda recovery, especially in agro, so they are suffering a lot because of this only. But Satia luckily has acted well in time, and we are saving a lot on that. So that is how the journey has been. And as far as our sales are concerned, we had a very strong base for the last 20-25 years. In the government education sector, we are regular supplier for the last 20 years to major education boards in India, in northern, western and some southern region also. And we have a very strong dealer network also all over India, almost 80 plus dealers. And now we have, with the start of new machine, we have ventured into exports also, which we intend to by next year. We will be exporting direct or through merchant export almost 10 to 15% of our total production, which we need in otherwise also to fulfill our import commitments that we have imported machinery duty free. So this is the overall business module, and one change that we are doing in our product mix is from conventional writing and printing paper, we are now switching more and more to value-added papers, like copier paper will be the major product on the new machine. And simultaneously on the existing machines, we are now in a big way in wedding card base and paper cup stock base, and then we are even going for carry bag also. So all these varieties we are adding, which will be directly replacing the single-use plastic items. And cutlery business, we have already announced many times that we had put up 2 machines. Rachit has already told you the commercial production has already begun, but we are awaiting the test results for food safety, and there are almost 16-17 tests which have to be cleared before the product is placed in the market. Once we get that, which will be by this month end only, so we shall be starting our commercial production. And once we test these waters in this segment and we are able to achieve 70-80% of capacity on these 2 machines, the management has plans. We put up another 6 machines of 2 ton per day capacity. So the next major foray would be into the cutlery segment, which could mature within the next financial year or maybe another 6 months. Yeah. So that is more or less the overall picture.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Bhandari. I'll get back in the queue. I do have a few more questions, but I'll get back in the queue. Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Prashant Rishi from Cascade Capital. Please go ahead.
Hi, my question is to Mr. Rachit Nagpal. So, Rachit, I just wanted to know what is the cash interest that we are paying every quarter to the lenders?
Yes, it is somewhere around 6.5%. The average cost of our debt is
6.5%. In absolute terms, how much would it be? So we are, for example, we are booking every quarter we are booking a cost of around 4 crores on financials, but in cash basis, how much would we be paying approximately?
It is somewhere around 8 crores in quarterly. 8 crores.
Every quarter 8 crores. So yearly we are paying somewhere around 32 crores, you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. Because we're booking a cost of around 17 crores in the financials. So the rest must be getting capitalized on account of the new machine and the debt you've taken on account of that, right?
Right.
Okay. So can you tell me the CWIP figure that we have on our books is around 450 crores. How much would be capitalized cost in that figure? Interest cost capitalized in the CWIP figure, roughly?
Yeah, approximately 400 crores. 400 crores will be capitalized in this February month. The PM4 has started. So rest is modification cost and some A4 cutters. So the major cost will be capitalized in the month of this Feb only.
Yeah, I understand that. That I understand. But currently, how much would be the capitalized interest in the CWIP? I wanted to know.
The capitalized interest?
Yeah.
It is somewhere around 25 to 27 crores.
25 to 27 crores. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay. All right. One last question. Mr. Bhandari said that potential revenue with full utilization of PM4 would be about 1,500 crores at present realizations. So just wanted to ask, this is after you're including higher revenues from value-added paper when you're estimating 1,500 crores, like you said you're going into copier paper, wedding cards, paper cups, etc. Considering those realizations?
Yeah, this is just a tentative figure because presently there is lot of disturbance in the raw material supply side because the pulp prices are exorbitantly increasing and waste paper prices too are scary and even availability is a question. Fuel prices again they are increasing exorbitantly. So paper mill see ke bhai the price if it is today at anywhere around 63,000 rupee a ton, it should go up to 70,000 rupee a ton for the normal average product mix that we have. So, but we are taking the presumption based on the selling price of 65,000 rupees a ton on average.
Okay, all right. Sir, what is the approximately currently pulp and waste paper prices right now? You said they're shooting quite a bit.
Yeah, actually for hardwood pulp is anywhere around 790 to 800 C&F and softwood pulp is 860 to 870 $ per ton, and waste paper SOB which used to be almost 350-360 ton a month back is now anywhere around $450 a ton.
Okay.
Yeah, which is the major CBS and SOP office waste. So both are in this range, $450 per ton plus side. And you hardly get any quotes also.
Okay, I understand. Okay. And sir, you said that we are planning to expand the capacity of agro pulping and hardwood pulping. And after that, and this is over the period of next 6-7 months, right?
Yeah.
For the operation of PM4 would be much smoother if you expand these capacities. So just wanted to know, after this, would you be buying any more pulp from outside, like you purchase right now? This is completely self-sufficient for operating PM4 at optimal capacity.
No, we will be buying definitely softwood pulp because whatever pulp we make, agro pulp we make, it is a good pulp, but it is not equal to the hardwood pulp. So even agro pulp से hardwood better है, hardwood से softwood better है. तो softwood India में तो नहीं है. So that softwood pulp 10-15% whatever we need to add to give strength to the paper, that will be important, number one. And for copier paper we use DCTMP pulp, bleach semi mechanical pulp. तो वो pulp ये दो pulp हमेशा continuously थोड़ी quantity में खरीदे जाएंगे. So जो waste paper की requirement है, that will be just to meet the emergency needs. कोई इधर breakdown आ जाता है, तो only then we'll be needing that. Yeah.
Okay, understood. Last question on PM4, sir. This machine is already operational, and you guys have started commercial production, I suppose. So right now, are you guys what kind of paper are you guys producing? This is producing writing and printing paper only right now, or is it producing copier paper, etc.?
No. Presently, we are making only the grades which we have been making on our existing machine. So once we are ready with the full wood pulp furnish, which could be another 3 to 4, 5 months, as I explained earlier. So the final plan is that once we are ready with upgradation of our existing wood pulp mill to 300 ton per day, only then we will be able to give 200 ton of wood pulp from our in-house pulping capacity to that machine, and add 20-30% agro pulp and add 10% imported pulp. So after 4-5 months, we will be going in for the premium quality products on this machine. Yeah.
Okay, understood. So currently, you're producing existing, which is the writing and printing paper. So the only concern was that schools and colleges are still just opening up. So will we be able to absorb the demand? Absorb the entire capacity? The demand is there.
Yeah, actually, as Rachit already told you, we have almost 25,000 ton order in hand, and we have only today got another order of 9,000 ton from Rajasthan School Textbook Corporation. And अगर हम अगले 3 महीने एग्जिस्टिंग तीनों मशीनों पे वही पेपर बनाएं तो हमें we do not need any single ton order for the existing capacity. So whatever new requirement is coming, even now we are fulfilling from the new machine only, and the response to that is very encouraging. At the moment, market में paper की shortage है, as I explained earlier. Right, Weekstar prices have gone up exorbitantly, number one. Waste paper prices have gone so high that for small mills, they have already shut down. And even newsprint prices, you might have heard, they have crossed almost 55,000 rupee a ton, which used to be anywhere around 40,000 rupee a ton. And imported paper is not coming because of the logistic issue. So shortage of paper is there in the market even now. So whatever capacity we are having, so we are 100% confident that there will not be any issue in placing this product in the market. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks a lot, sir. Thank you for the detailed answers.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Manish from Airwater Capital. Please go ahead.
Yeah, good evening. My question is, I want to understand what is the plan for selling the cutlery? Will it be the existing dealer channel, or will you be using a parallel network? And the production you are planning, what is the size of the market? And what will become a greater percentage over the period, or it will remain a small business?
Please don't mind if I could not get your question right, but I understand that you want to know a little about the market size. Already the plastic market in India is almost similar to paper market, which is almost 18 to 20 million ton. And out of that, 60% is recycled. That means 40% is single-use plastic. So 40% means we are almost 7 million ton is single-use plastic, which government intends to ban from 1st July 2022. So if we say in value terms, this market is anywhere around 60 to 80,000 crore. So already, whatever plastic is used, let's say in carry bag, और जैसे अपने को पहले कोल्ड ड्रिंक के गिलास या चाय के गिलास मिलते थे प्लास्टिक के, So we do not get those on the airports or even at the tea stall anywhere. So that has already been replaced by the existing paper machines. जो हमारी paper machine normal writing printing बनाने वाली हैं, even they can make some of the mills, and we are also making base for those paper cups. And similarly जो कैरी बैग है, जो straw है अपना कोल्ड ड्रिंक का, या आज कॉफ़ी का जो लिड है, और then food packaging है, so that we are going to fulfill from the, we have to, अगर government ban भी करेगी, but there is no alternative available in sufficient quantity, sufficient number, तो वो successful होने वाला नहीं है. So that is where this role of our association with Zume comes. So they are into this business. We already have installed 2 machines which are having a capacity of 2 ton each, and total capacity is 4 ton per day. So अगर ये हमारी एक बार ठीक, because this is a new line for us, already Zume has a contract with us that they will be lifting 100% of our produce. So marketing is no issue, number one. And if we have, but we are open, we can also sell through our own resources, and we are also exploring the market. The agreement is such, if we are able to sell on the higher price, so then we can do that at our own also. But at the moment, we intend to sell through Zume contact only. So once we run these machines for another 1 month or so, and after that management has already signed an MOU with them to put up 6 new machines of 2 ton capacity each. So which could be in the next financial year.
So how does this price of this product compare to the single-use plastic which is going to be done? It is very expensive or same price? Or?
No, I am not getting you clearly. The price ऐसे जो मेरे को समझ आ रही है, इसका प्राइस जो नॉर्मल प्रोडक्ट है उसका 230 रुपये से 250 रुपये किलो आज की डेट में है. लेकिन Zume is planning to introduce certain new products, जैसे जो फ़ोन है, मोबाइल फ़ोन है, इसका जो कवर है, जो पैकेजिंग में इसमें जाता है, इसी तरह जो एक माल्टोवा या आज आपका कोई भी ऐसी प्रोडक्ट है जिसमें एक स्पून रहता है, तो वो जो प्रोडक्ट, ऐसी प्रोडक्ट आने वाले टाइम में जो इंट्रोड्यूस करने जा रहे हैं, उनका प्राइस बहुत हाई है. जो वो they are selling almost at 500 to 600 rupee a kg. So that is why we have given in our previous projections. For us, except for the capital cost, pulp we have almost 60-70% in-house. Power is almost 1/4 the cost that any producer is having. Infrastructure other than machinery we were already having. So our EBITDA margin on this price, हमारा पेपर बिकता है 60-65 रुपये किलो, और ये अगर 230-40 रुपये बिकता है, तो EBITDA is going to be on the higher side, 40 to 50%. That is what we foresee. Yeah.
And out of 1,500 crore revenue next year, what maybe 10 crore, 150 crore?
अभी मैंने जो ये 1,500 करोड़ की प्रोजेक्शन ली है, वो 2,30,35,000 टन के ऊपर ली है 65 रुपये के हिसाब से. तो ये 1400-1500 करोड़ रुपया खाली पेपर की ही लेके मैं चल रहा हूँ. तो अगर ये 4 टन की हम कैपेसिटी यूज़ करते हैं, 1000 टन हमारी प्रोडक्शन भी आती है साल की. अगर एग्जिस्टिंग मशीन्स को ही लेके चलूं, तो इससे हमें ऑलमोस्ट 30 करोड़ का रेवेन्यू मिलेगा. अगर हम 6 और लगाते हैं तो 12 टन 4 टाइम्स ये हो जाएगा, ऑलमोस्ट 100 करोड़.
ओके, थैंक यू सर फॉर दैट.
हाँ, वेलकम.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Augusta Dave from CAO Capital. Please go ahead.
Sir, thank you very much for the opportunity, but you have answered all my questions already. Thank you very much, sir.
Welcome.
Thank you. Before we take the next question, reminder to the participants to ask a question, please press star and 1. The next question is from the line of Nitin, an individual investor. Please go.
So, Bhandari, we had plant and machinery of around rupees 838 crore, including capital work in progress of 449 crore as of September 30. So, what is the status of capex? Are we done with the expansion program, or is there any capex still pending?
Yeah, we have already announced almost I think 2-3 months back that, and as I mentioned in this call also, we are upgrading our wood pulping capacity from existing 120 ton to 300 ton. Where we are putting up converting the present batch digester to continuous pulping, which increases the capacity of the existing machinery and saves a lot on steam consumption also, because in this continuous process, whatever water of whatever temperature it is used backwardly. मतलब आज जब total energy is utilized. That is the basic funda of this. Automation से इसको control कर रहे हैं. So that project is going on. That उसकी जो cost है वो 65 crore के करीब है. उसमें कुछ loan already जो अभी हमारा peak debt 380 crore है, उसका 15-20 crore पे already हम avail कर चुके हैं. And 25-30-40 crore पे अभी उसका avail करने वाला रहता है. This one project जो एग्रो की हम कर रहे हैं अपग्रेडेशन, वो हो रही है. जो डीडी वाशर हमने पिछली कॉल्स में भी बोला था कि वी हैड इंस्टॉल्ड वन लेटेस्ट इक्विपमेंट विच इज ओनली विद जेके और मे बी 1 or 2 अदर मिल्स इन इंडिया. तो उससे हमारी एग्जिस्टिंग वुड लाइन जो ब्लीचिंग और वॉशिंग वाली थी वो थोड़ी खाली हो गई है, स्पेयर हो गई है. So we are using that line to produce additional 50 to 100 ton additional agro pulp. उसमें हमारा पैसा कोई लंबा चौड़ा ज़्यादा नहीं लगने वाला. और तीसरा जो हम अभी फोर्सी कर रहे हैं, बिकॉज एज आई एक्सप्लेन अर्लियर आल्सो, अभी राइस के प्राइस जो हैं वो पहले इसकी एवरेज रेंज 4,000 to 5,000 रुपी ए टन चलती थी थ्रू आउट द ईयर. लेकिन अभी जो लास्ट ईयर भी जब कोल क्राइसिस आया था तो इट हैज गॉन अप टू ऑलमोस्ट 9,000 और 10,000 रुपी ए टन. एंड दिस सीजन आल्सो द प्राइस इज नॉट कमिंग डाउन. इट इज अभी हम पीक सीजन में है राइस हस्क के, जो फ्यूल है हमारा मेन, लेकिन अभी भी उसके प्राइस 7,000 रुपये टन है. और आगे जब ऑफ सीजन होगा तो इट मे टच 10,000 रुपी ए टन. As we have told the market already, we have one biomass-based boiler where we are using rice straw, जो farmer burn करते थे. तो we every year burn almost 1,20,000 ton rice straw in that boiler, और उसकी cost हमें खाली पड़ती है 2,000 रुपये टन. और इसकी अगर एवरेज 8,000 रुपये या 7,000 रुपये भी टन आती है तो सेविंग 5,000 रुपये टन इंटू 1 लाख टन है. तो दैट इज ए बिग सेविंग. तो अभी मैनेजमेंट इज प्लानिंग के अभी हमारे पास सफिशिएंट बॉयलर है फॉर एग्जिस्टिंग रिक्वायरमेंट, लेकिन हम एक नया बॉयलर प्लान कर रहे हैं टोटली ऑन द राइस स्ट्रा और अदर बायोमास. वो अभी हमने शुरू नहीं किया है, बट दैट एक्सपेंडिचर ऑफ 50-60 करोड़ मे कम इन द नेक्स्ट 2 फाइनेंशियल ईयर. लेकिन उसका जो पे बैक है, एज वी हैव सीन फ्रॉम आवर एग्जिस्टिंग राइस स्ट्रा बेस्ड बॉयलर, और जैसे मैंने आपको एक्सप्लेन किया है कि 1 लाख टन अगर हम 2,000 रुपये टन का यूज करते हैं अगेंस्ट 6,000 रुपये टन वाला फ्यूल, तो 1 साल में ही हमें 50 करोड़ रुपया उसमें फ्यूल में बचता है. तो वो हम प्लान कर रहे हैं. सो दीज आर द 2. एंड थर्ड इज द कटलरी. अगर कटलरी एक्सपीरियंस इज गुड विद द मैनेजमेंट, ये ठीक रहेगा तो फिर वी मे गो इन फॉर दैट आल्सो. तो ये दीज आर द 3 थिंग्स विच आर इन लाइन इन ए मेजर वे.
Okay, thanks. So a couple of questions about our ratio. So our fixed asset turn, which is sales divided by plant and machinery, has been on the lower side. So even considering your projection of 1,500 crore top line next year, we would still be say less than 2, maybe 1.7, 1.8 types. So
Yeah,
for this particular industry and in line with your projections, what is the best possible ratio that can be achieved for our company?
Rachit ji. Hello.
Hello.
Rachit, please go ahead.
Could you please repeat your question? Yes.
Yeah, sure, Rachit. My question is our fixed asset turn ratio, which is sales divided by plant and machinery, has been on the lower side. So even considering top line of 1,500 crore as projected by the management, the ratio would still be less than 2x. So what is the best possible ratio that we could achieve? Maybe in a time span of 2-3 years, next 2-3 years.
तो लाइक अभी भंडारी साहब ने बताया, लाइक अभी जो हमने ये जो मशीन लगाई है 400 करोड़ की, ये अगर बाहर दूसरी कंपनीज लगाती तो ये 800 या 900 करोड़ की मशीन ये लग. So we as you have already told the lower ratio, so I think this is a good ratio as of now we are having. It's almost fine now. We have a 850 crores gross block, and sales is also this year we have achieved. We will be achieving the sale of around 800 to 900 crores. So 1:1 is the ratio right now. So if I talk about the next year, as we are projecting 1,500 sales, so it comes to be the around. So 1.25 would be the ratio in the.
Right. And any guidance for FY24 and 25?
Point 75.
Hello?
Yes, 0.75.
And Rajit, as regards your receivables, which part takes higher to collect? Is it the state board dues or the direct trade dues?
Yeah, I think they are more or less both the same. Some textbook boards they pay very quickly within 15-20 days, but certain southern textbook boards and northeast wale jo hai, Assam side, these people they take sometime 2 to 3 months, 3 to 4 months also. So average, agar a market mein you pay little cost for this, so you get money immediately also. वो depend करता है कि how do we want the money. If we are ready to pay some cash discount, 1.5%, so we can get immediately also. Otherwise, normal period remains 45 to 60 days.
Okay, there is an accounting issue on my side. There is an item called biological assets other than bearer plants under the current assets heading. So what are these exactly?
This is basically the eucalyptus plants which are valued at fair value. So as per Ind AS 41, we have to value them at the market price. So these are the eucalyptus plants.
And what are they used for?
Presently, we are selling in the open market as we are getting good rates. Plus, we have a standby arrangement. If there is a anytime there is a shortage of wood, we can use the same also.
So is this item being disclosed under sales separately, or is it part of the overall sales itself?
It comes in the agriculture income. Yeah, whatever we sell comes in the agriculture income. And whatever value increases, I think, वो fair valuation में वैसे आ जाती है. जो normally we use this plantation for our water treated effluent discharge also, because the eucalyptus tree they have a tendency to take water quickly from the ground, and through their stem and through their leaves they evaporate that water into the atmosphere. तो उसके लिए हमने ये 550-600 एकड़ की प्लांटेशन करी हुई है, तो जो एक बार 5-6 साल में फील्ड मैच्योर हो जाती है जो पेड़, तो उसको हम रोटेशन में बेचते रहते हैं. दैट इज हाउ इट वर्क्स. तो उसका जिनको हम बेचते हैं वो आइदर दे यूज इट फॉर वनीयर मेकिंग, प्लाईवुड मेकिंग, उसका जो रॉ मटेरियल पत्ता होता है वो उसकी पीलिंग वाले लेते हैं, और जो छोटे साइज का होता है वो हमें काट के देते हैं, जो उससे भी छोटे साइज का होता है वो फ्यूल में चला जाता है. तो दैट इज हाउ दिस इज यूज्ड.
ओके, थैंक यू भंडारी जी. थैंक्स सो मच.
वेलकम. वेलकम.
Thank you. Participants who wishes to ask a question, please press star and 1. Ladies and gentlemen, to ask a question, please press star and 1. The next question is from the line of Ankit from Oculus Capital. Please go ahead.
Hi sir, thanks for the opportunity. So general industry question, when China has banned import of waste paper, why are we seeing such increase in waste paper prices worldwide, globally?
Actually, when China stopped the import, at that time prices had dropped significantly. जो लोएस्ट क्वालिटी ग्रेड रहता था 150, ये जो ट्रैश ही है समझ लीजिए यूएसए उनकी, तो वो $150 इंडिया में बिकता था, $70 पे उसका प्राइस आ गया था. लेकिन ओवर ए पीरियड ऑफ टाइम, अभी चाइना को 3 साल हो गए, तो दे हैव सेट अप देयर ओन मैन्युफैक्चरिंग फैसिलिटी आउटसाइड चाइना for processing that waste paper which was being imported into China and now could not be imported because of the strict government regulation and surveillance. तो वो उसको वहाँ, जो आपने देखा होगा कि 1 साल पहले इंडिया से देयर वाज लॉट ऑफ एक्सपोर्ट ऑफ ब्राउन पेपर टू चाइना, फिनिश्ड पेपर. तो इंडिया वाले यूएस यूरोप से मंगा के उसका ब्राउन पेपर बना के चाइना को एज रॉ मटेरियल दे रहे थे. दैट वाजंट बीइंग यूज्ड एज ए फिनिश्ड प्रोडक्ट ओनली, दैट वाज अगेन बीइंग रीप्रोसेस्ड एंड एडेड विद द इंपोर्टेड पल्प and then converted into the finished product. The same thing now, the big Chinese player, they have started doing outside China, जिसमें Indonesia and even in US they are acquiring certain mills. और world over क्योंकि अभी power का एक crisis हो गया, fuel prices have increased worldwide only. तो जिस भी पल्प में पावर ज़्यादा लगती है, जैसे जो मैकेनिकल पल्प है, BCTMP पल्प है, तो वो पल्प के प्राइसेस भी अभी ऊपर चले गए हैं. और यूरोप और यूएस में इंडिजिनसली वेस्ट पेपर का यूज़ बहुत बढ़ गया है, जबकि जनरेशन कोविड की वजह से कम रही है. सो ऑल दीज फैक्टर्स प्लस द लॉजिस्टिक कॉस्ट जो बढ़ी है, उससे पेपर इंपोर्ट के प्राइसेस बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ गए. नंबर 1 अवेलेबिलिटी एंड विद द इंक्रीज यूजेस ऑफ द वेस्ट पेपर बाय चाइनीज पीपल इन एंड आउटसाइड चाइना, जो उन्होंने फैसिलिटी बनाई, 9 ड्रैगन एंड जो भी बड़े प्लेयर हैं उन लोगों ने, तो वो वहाँ से इसको प्रोसेस करके दे आर देन टेकिंग टू चाइना. तो वहाँ पे फिर कोई इशू नहीं रहता. तो इसलिए जो 3 साल पहले सस्ता हुआ था वेस्ट पेपर, अब वो रिवर्स फैक्ट इन सारे फैक्टर्स की वजह से चल पड़ा है. आज आप इंडियन न्यूज़पेपर भी देखेंगे, अगर आपका जो इंडियन न्यूज़पेपर था जो 10-15 रुपए किलो नहीं बिकता था, आज उसी का प्राइस 28-30 रुपए किलो न्यूज़ प्रिंट वालों को मिलता है.
3 साल पहले जो प्राइस डाउन हुए थे, आज जो प्राइसेस हैं, दीज आर मच हायर देन दैट प्राइस आल्सो.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because number 1 generation on the lower side because of the COVID, वहाँ भी ऑफिस सब बंद रहे हैं. नंबर 2, जो चाइनीज प्लेयर जो यूरोप, यूएस या कहीं पे भी उन्होंने अपनी फैसिलिटीज बना के इसको प्रोसेस करके लेके जाने लग गए, वो सेकंड रहा. थर्ड, जो पल्प के प्राइसेस बढ़ गए उससे जो वेस्ट पेपर है दैट इज बीइंग मोर एंड मोर यूज्ड इनटू मेकिंग द एंड प्रोडक्ट। जैसे आज टिश्यू है, टिश्यू की वर्ल्ड वाइड शॉर्टेज है क्योंकि पल्प भी अवेलेबल नहीं है, तो मोस्ट ऑफ द मिल्स आर नाउ यूजिंग वेस्ट पेपर टू मेक टिश्यूज वर्ल्ड ओवर।
ओके,
हाँ, तो उसका यूजेज जो यूएस और यूरोप में पहले हार्डवुड पल्प या सॉफ्टवुड पल्प ही यूज करते थे, वेस्ट पेपर पल्प कम यूज करते थे बिकॉज दे डू नॉट हैव इंटेग्रेटेड डीइंकिंग प्लांट्स एज वी हैव इन इंडिया। वहाँ पे अगर डीइंकिंग करने के लिए प्लांट है तो डीइंक्ड पल्प बनाने के प्लांट मैसिव हैं, बड़े साइज के हैं, बट दे आर नॉट दैट टू मैनी। इंडिया में तो हर छोटी मिल बड़ी मिल वो अपनी डीइंकिंग कर रही है, तो अभी वो फैसिलिटी वहाँ पे लोगों ने सबने ऑपरेशनल कर ली है ड्यू टू दिस फैक्टर इन द लास्ट 2 years।
ओके, सो इसका बहुत बेनिफिट जो अपन एग्री बेस्ड बना रहे हैं, वुड बेस्ड बना रहे हैं इंडिया में, वेयर वी आर नॉट, लेट्स से इफ वी आर नॉट इम्पोर्टिंग पल्प और वेस्ट पेपर, उन सब मिल्स को, उन सब कंपनीज को बहुत बेनिफिट हो रहा होगा अभी।
डेफिनेटली, बिकॉज अगर आज हम देखें जो वुड बेस्ड मिल्स हैं विच आर बाइंग वुड, जिनके पास अपने डेडिकेटेड लैंड बैंक है या गवर्नमेंट सपोर्टेड लैंड है, तो उनकी वुड की कॉस्ट इतनी ज़्यादा नहीं है। आज भी वो 4-5 रुपए किलो उनको वुड वहाँ से मिल रही है, जबकि आज व्हीट स्ट्रा ही जो है वो 8,000 रुपये टन मिल रही है, और वेस्ट पेपर जो पहले $200-250 में एसओपी मिलता था, एज आई टोल्ड अर्लियर, वो आज 450 में भी अवेलेबल नहीं है, और उसमें आप कुछ कंप्लेंट नहीं कर सकते। वट एवर कम्स यू हैव टू एक्सेप्ट दैट। और अगर आज मैं 450 पे अगर वेस्ट पेपर लेता हूँ तो मेरी कॉस्ट वेस्ट पेपर इंपोर्ट की ही 40 रुपये से ऊपर पड़ती है, उस पे 70% की यील्ड अगर मैं लूँगा तो वो मेरे को समझो जाके 53-54 तो रॉ मटेरियल की कॉस्ट पड़ेगी, फिर तो उसकी कन्वर्शन कॉस्ट है, तो पेपर हैज़ टू सेल एट 60+ कि भाई वेस्ट पेपर मिल वाले वायबल रहें।
राइट,
सो दैट इज द वन रीजन के वो प्राइस बढ़ रहा है। एंड यू आर राइट कि जो जिनकी इंटेग्रेटेड पल्प मिल्स हैं, वट एवर क्वान्टिटी एनी बॉडी हैज, the lesser dependence you have on imported pulp or imported waste paper, those are the people who will stand to gain. That is, there is no second thought to that. Yeah.
तो सर अपना कितना इंटीग्रेटेड होगा और कितना अपन डिपेंडेंट है इम्पोर्टेड?
अभी तक तो हम 100% इन हाउस ही हमारी डिपेंडेंसी थी। We were having almost 200+ agro pulp and 120 ton wood pulp, जो कि sufficient था 400 टन बनाने के लिए। As I explained earlier also कि अभी हम 2-3 महीने के अंदर ही 200 टन एग्रो को 250 से 300 टन के ऊपर लेके जाने वाले हैं, और वुड का प्रोजेक्ट ऑलरेडी हमारा ऑनगोइंग है, वो 5-6 महीने में हम उसको भी 300 टन पे ले आएंगे। तो फिर हमें कोई रिक्वायरमेंट इम्पोर्टेड वेस्ट पेपर की नहीं रहेगी, बट आज की डेट में हमें ऑलमोस्ट 25% मिनिमम वेस्ट पेपर से पल्प लेना पड़ेगा, विच कुड बी एनीवेयर अराउंड 100 टन, एंड 10% के करीब इम्पोर्टेड पल्प लेना पड़ता है फॉर नेक्स्ट 4 to 5-6 months.
Okay, so 25% plus 10%.
Yeah.
35% from imported and 65% we are integrated.
Integrated, yeah, right.
तो इसका जो इम्पैक्ट है, जो अपने को जो बेनिफिट अपन बात करने की, बहुत प्राइसेस बढ़ गई हैं, दिस इम्पैक्ट हैज नॉट बीन शोन इन December quarter.
Because it wasn't there till 7th or 9th February when we started the new machine. तब तक तो वो फैक्ट था ही नहीं ना। लास्ट क्वार्टर में भी इट विल कम ओनली फॉर 1.5 month.
ओके, सो 1.5 months का भी इम्पैक्ट जो होगा, ये वेस्ट पेपर प्राइसेस जो बढ़ी हैं, पल्प प्राइसेस बढ़ी हैं, तो उसके बाद भी अपना जो EBITDA मार्जिन रहा है वो रहा है 18%.
वो पहली बात तो वो इफेक्ट आया नहीं है, अभी लास्ट क्वार्टर का रिजल्ट तो आया नहीं है, लेकिन जो आप क्वेश्चन पूछना चाह रहे हैं उसका जो हमारी कॉस्ट ऑफसेट होने वाली है, अगर मान लो आज मेरी 4-5 हज़ार रुपया टन इससे पल्प की कॉस्ट बढ़ भी जाती है, तो बाई इंक्रीज्ड प्रोडक्शन मेरी पर टन फिक्स कॉस्ट कम होने जा रही है।
राइट।
सो दैट विल ऑफसेट, वो मेरा मार्जिन को बढ़ाएगी नहीं, लेकिन more or less it should balance out the increased cost of my my raw material। मेरी जो फिक्स कॉस्ट है, जो मैं फुल प्रोडक्शन पे आता हूँ, तो इट इज गोइंग टू डिक्रीज बाय ऑलमोस्ट 3,000 to 4,000 रुपये ए टन।
Does that answer your question, Mr. Ankit?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, welcome.
Before we take the next question, reminder to the participants, to ask a question, please press star and 1. The next question is from the line of Prashant Rishi from Cascade Capital. Please go ahead.
Sir, just one question. We are waiting for FSSAI approval before our partnership with Zoom takes off. तो इसका कोई timeline expected है, कब तक आएगा?
नहीं, इसका रिजल्ट हमें जो इंटीमेशन है वो 17 फरवरी को आना है, विच इज ऑलमोस्ट, हाँ वो 1-2 दिन में ही आना है। तो आई थिंक अगर 17 को आ गया तो मे बी इन दिस वी हैव सम इन्वेंट्री विद अस आल्सो, वी आर मेकिंग थोड़ा प्रोडक्ट हम बना भी रहे हैं अभी, विच वी आर स्टोरिंग इनसाइड ओनली। So the moment that result comes, क्योंकि उसमें Zoom and we also, both of us, we do not want to place the product till we get the clearance of different tests, जिसमें heavy metals का रहता है, compostability का रहता है, bacterial transfer का रहता है, FSC सर्टिफिकेशन है, सर्टन फूड एंड ड्रग एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन के कुछ रूल्स हैं फूड पैकेजिंग के, तो वो सारे टेस्ट 17 टेस्ट हैं डिफरेंट। तो SGS स्पोर्टेड लैब को हमने सैंपल 15-20 दिन पहले दिए हुए हैं, महीना पहले, तो इसी महीने में आ जाएंगे वो।
ओके सर, अगर लेट्स होप आ जाए, एंड अगर ये आ जाता है तो इसका पोटेंशियल एनुअल रेवेन्यू कितना आएगा इस पार्टनरशिप से एस्टिमेटेड?
वो मैंने बताया था कि अगर आज मैं ये 4 टन रोज की मशीनें लूँ तो इसकी अगर टोटल प्रोडक्शन गिने तो 1400-1500 टन आती है 100% कैपेसिटी। तो मैं इसको 70-80 पे लेके चल रहा हूँ, बिकॉज वी डो नॉट हैव मच एक्सपीरियंस विद ऑपरेटिंग दीज मशीन। तो मैं कंजर्वेटिवली विद एग्जिस्टिंग कैपेसिटी 1000 टन प्रोडक्शन अगर लेके चलता हूँ, तो दिस शुड गिव मी ए रेवेन्यू ऑफ ऑलमोस्ट 25 to 30 crore on annual basis.
Okay, understood. Next question is for Mr. Rajit. Once हम लोगों ने जो CWIP में around 450 crores है, उसमें से 400 crores once it goes into fixed assets and starts depreciating, हमारा quarterly depreciation expense estimated कितना होगा, से starting from the first quarter of next financial year, जिसमें पूरा 1 quarter का impact आएगा depreciation का?
तो अभी जो डेप्रिसिएशन रहेगा, दैट जो इंक्रीज होगा इसकी वजह से, दैट इज समवेयर अराउंड 50 करोड़। तो मेरा जो डेप्रिसिएशन टोटल रहेगा दैट इज समवेयर अराउंड 80 करोड़।
सॉरी, फिर से रिपीट करिए, आई डिडंट गेट योर वॉइस।
इस एडिशन की वजह से मेरा डेप्रिसिएशन एडिशनली 60 करोड़ बढ़ेगा, तो मेरा जो टोटल डेप्रिसिएशन रहेगा वो 80-85 करोड़ के अराउंड रहेगा
एवरी क्वार्टर का?
नहीं, ईयरली।
ओह सॉरी, ईयरली। तो अभी ईयरली हमारा डेप्रिसिएशन इज समवेयर अराउंड 58 करोड़ फॉर लास्ट फाइनेंशियल ईयर,
राइट। तो इसमें क्या होगा, जो लास्ट का WDV कम होगी तो उसका कुछ इम्पैक्ट आएगा, और एडिशनली जो इससे 50-55 करोड़ का जंप आएगा, तो एवरेज 85 के आसपास आना चाहिए।
85 कम लग रहा है, आई मीन it should be somewhere around 100 crores to touch होना चाहिए, right?
इसमें क्या है, लाइक जो अभी पूरे 400 करोड़ में कुछ टरबाइन है जो कि जुलाई में कैपिटलाइज हो चुकी है, विच इज ऑलमोस्ट 1 ईयर बैक. सो टोटल कुछ ऐसी मशीन है जिस पे डेप्रिसिएशन रेट कम है. तो मैं ऑन एन एवरेज आपको 85 के आसपास बता रहा हूँ कि सारा जो एवरेज 85 के आसपास रहेगा.
ओके, ठीक है. ऑलराइट, थैंक यू.
थैंक यू.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, this was the last question for today. I would now like to hand the conference over to the management for closing comments.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you everybody for your interest and for your support. Thank you very much. Anytime anybody is welcome with any query. Thank you once again. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. On behalf of Satia Industries Limited, that concludes this conference. Thank you for joining us, and you may now disconnect your